So x to the second means x times x. X to the third means x times x times x 3 times. That's what the 3 means there. So that's a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X to the fifth. Y to the third is y times y times y 3 times. Y to the fourth is y times y times y times y. So there's my y to the fourth, and I have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y to the seventh. That means I'm taking y and multiplying it 7 times. Well, there's got to be a faster way. There's a pattern to do this quicker. How many 3's would I write in there to represent this 3 to the 10th? 10. How many 3's would go in here to write that 3 to the 7th? 7. So that's a grand total of how many 3's being multiplied together. Well, there's 7 here and 10 there. It's a grand total of 17. So then d to the 30th times d to the 40th is d to the 70. What was I doing with the exponents? I'm just adding them together. So the rule is just add the exponents. Here's another little pattern we're going to look for. X to the third twice. X to the third times x to the third. Well, we just discovered that you just add the exponents when you're multiplying and the bases are the same. So that's x to the sixth. I have 3 of these multiplied together. So that's y to the second times y to the second times y to the second, which is y to the sixth. 3 of these a to the fourth. A to the fourth, a to the fourth, a to the fourth. I have 1, 2, 3 groups of 4. So that's a to the 12th. I have 5 groups of 3. I have 5 groups of 3, so that's b to the 15th. What's the pattern I'm doing here? 2 and 3, what do I do with them to get a 6? 4 and 3, what do I do to them to get a 12? 3 and 2, what do you do to get a 6? You just multiply them together. That's 2 little rules we just discovered. X to the fourth means x times x times x times x 4 times, like we've talked about. There's 2 of them on the bottom being multiplied together. What is anything divided by itself? 1. 1. So that leaves me x to the second. And then x times x times x times x times x. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, all over 3 of them being multiplied together. Anything divided by itself is 1. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's x to the fifth. What's the pattern? What did I do to an 8 and a 3, an 8 and a 3 to get the 5? What did I do to the 4 and the 2 to get a 2? Which is just plain old x. I just subtracted the exponents. So that means it's x a minus b.